Good morning, CMIT parents. This is Mr. Field. I am the STEM coordinator, but I am also a math teacher and the technology department chair. And so in my math class and in our technology classes, we have a flipped model going on. And it's important for everybody to understand what that is, their role, and why. So I want to explain all of those and give you the contact information of who you can contact if you have questions. So first of all, a flipped classroom. In a traditional classroom, students learn new content in school and then practice it at home. With the flipped classroom model, students first engage with the new material at home, or for technology and blended learning, if they have blended learning, through videos, readings, or interactive assignments, and then practice what they've learned in their classroom. Because that way they can get support and feedback from their teachers more readily than if the teacher has to just do direct instruction in class only. We still do end up doing a lot of direct instruction, but at least we know it's because of the data. How it works at our school. For technology and for my math class, students will receive video lessons and assignments every week, due first for completion and then for correction. That they can come to class with their questions and then we dive into the material together. Again, the other math teachers are not doing flipped classrooms, but mine is, and so that's for section 72 and 87. Here's why it works and the parents' role in the flipped classroom. So first of all, supporting student learning. This model allows us to make the most of classroom time for hands-on practice and deeper learning. It also empowers students to take ownership of their learning by coming prepared with their questions. And I'll show you how they can post their questions in just a moment. Your role as parents is essential. Your involvement is essential. We're asking parents to help monitor their child's progress and reassure them that it's okay if they don't understand everything right away when they're trying the material. That's what the class time is for. We need your support in encouraging them to complete their assignments on time and reach out for help when needed. If you can help them, if you know about coding, it's okay to sit down and help them, but that is not the expectation that we have for all parents, because that wouldn't be a fair expectation. But every piece of knowledge that the students can bring to the classroom is welcome. Your most needed role is monitoring and reassurance. So making sure that they have completed all their assignments, like this mother may be doing right here, and reassuring, like this father is doing right here, that it's okay that they don't understand it yet. They're going to go to class and with their questions. So both these things will happen in a flipped classroom because students are used to learning how to do something in class and going home to practice. And in a flipped classroom, they have to try first. So there's going to be more frustration early on, especially if they don't understand why this is happening. Our progress so far. So as you may know, there's stages to development of a team or a classroom: forming, storming, norming, and performing. At this stage, students and teachers are adjusting to new routines and expectations. It's a natural part of the process, and we expect some challenges before we settle into the new normal and begin performing at our best. So adapting to learning styles. Many students today are used to micro-learning, short, quick bursts of content like what they see on TikTok or YouTube Shorts. They're also familiar with games, or they keep trying to achieve a goal, but they can start over and over before they achieve that goal. While these approaches can be valuable, they don't always encourage students to complete tasks fully from start to finish. And so that's why we need your support. We need your help in shifting that mindset. Please encourage your child to first complete their assignments, their Code HS assignments. If they're completing it in blended learning, just make sure that it's done. And then the next week, they'll come to their technology classes for that work with their questions, and they'll work towards mastery and application. So they'll never have to ask, when am I ever going to use this stuff? That is what they're going to learn in class. The goal is to help them build perseverance and a deeper understanding of the material rather than just skimming through and stopping at the first challenge. So I made a little chart here so that you can see. So the first thing they're going to do for technology is code HS, and they're going to complete it, which means getting scores. Doesn't need to be 100%, doesn't need to be everything's correct. They're just completing it. And then starting in November for the technology teachers, we're going to implement something that I've shared with them that I do in my math classes. So in my math classes, if you have a student in one of them, just replace Code HS with Khan Academy. We use the textbook, but we also use Khan Academy because it has the videos and the hints right there. Code HS, same thing, has the videos, hints, and lots of guidance for the students. So technically, they can learn a lot on their own once they get used to that. But our main purpose is not for them to try to learn everything on their own. It's for them to gather their questions. So this form is called a traffic light form. Red, yellow, and green will be, so this form is going to have a space for them to screenshot a sample from that assignment and color code it as red. I need the teacher to stop and teach me this material. I tried to figure it out and I have a lot of questions. Yellow, I kind of get this, but I want more class time to practice. Or green, I understood it. I understand this and I am ready to be a group leader for this material. And here's a screenshot of what I'm talking about. So in their blended learning class or at home, after they complete their work, they're going to be required to post one sample from that assignment group as a traffic light problem. This will give our technology teachers data to use when they're planning their lesson for the next week. 1 second. Okay, we just had a lockdown drill. Everything went well. So as I was saying, we are going to have them submit their traffic light form. So if parents can just make sure for technology, this goes week by week. So in blended learning, they should have their material completed, traffic light form submitted, and then the next week they'll be working on that material to practice towards mastery. And that can look like practice assignments. That can look like small group instruction. And if the class has understood it, then that can look like application projects. So this will allow us to get further into the learning. All right, so that is what a flipped classroom is here at CMIT. We are so grateful and appreciative of all the parent support and involvement that we see here. And so I just wanted to provide clarity on what that looks like for technology and for my math classes. If you have any questions, please reach out. We're here to support you and your scholar every step of the way. My email is here. And so if I have your scholar for math in 72 or 87, as well as the technology teachers and the sections they teach are right here. And Miss Backup and Miss Stankovich are blended learning coaches. Thank you so much. And let me know any questions you have.